Hey everybody, this is Miss Florida Hot Picks here, and I'm doing another wonderful workout for Castry, Georgia. I hope you guys are ready. We're really digging into these rundowns and looking at some different things as well. I love key digit numbers. I'm loving working with triples in the rundown. But another thing, going back to some older things that I've used to do here on the channel and in the membership, is looking at our left side doubles and mirrors, because sometimes those are key numbers in itself. So hopefully this will give you another eye opener, another way to look and dig deeper into the rundowns. You ready? Let's go. Okay. So with Georgia, we're going to use a January 27th nighttime game. There was a hit of 692. Okay. So again, we're using that 317 rundown, and we need to fill out the grid. How do you count all of these numbers, right? Once you lock in the hit you're going to use, you're simply going to add each of these numbers down the columns, okay? So for the first column, we're going to add 3 all the way down. So 3 plus 6 is 9, 9 plus 3 is 12. For your 2-digit numbers, only use your ones plus your 2. 2 plus 3 is 5, 5 plus 3 is 8, 8 plus 3 is 11, use your 1. 1 plus 3 is 4, 4 plus 3 is 7, 7 plus 3 is 0 or 10, okay? 0 plus 3 is 3, and 3 plus 3 is 6. So you know you did it right. The number you start with should be the number you end with. Then you would simply add the 1 down the second column and 7 down the third column, okay? Now, I want you guys to pay attention to your left side of your grids. You will see here we have an 8-3, and we have its mirror 3-8. Let's talk about that for a minute. Sometimes on our grids, we'll see doubles on our left side, and sometimes we'll see what we call mirrors. Mirrors are the same number, they're just opposite. So 8 and 3, 3 and 8 is actually the same number, okay? Make sure you jot down the mirror numbers. You will need this. This is very, very helpful, okay? So when we talk about mirror numbers, guys, we're saying our 0 could be a 5, or 5 could be a 0, 1 could be a 6, 6 could be a 1, 2 could be a 7, 7 could be a 2, 3 could be an 8, 8 could be a 3, 4 could be a 9, and a 9 could be a 4, okay? So make sure you guys know what those mirror numbers are, because if you don't, you may skip this and it could be very beneficial to you. So be careful, okay? Make sure you know the difference between doubles and mirrors. So let's go ahead and highlight that. We have our 8-3 and our 3-8, okay? All right. So here's a cool thing that I've been noticing. Sometimes on some of the rundowns, they'll give you a very specific number to work with. That number could be literally the date number for the next upcoming day, or maybe a date sum number for certain states. So when you're backtracking this, pay attention to the pattern and pay attention to what it's trying to show you, okay? Now, if you notice here, January 27th is when the 692 came out. Well, this was the night game, so that must mean the next day we have to be looking at the January 28th, right? Now, I know a lot of people like to use date sum numbers, which is amazing, but sometimes the date number is very important too. If you notice here, the next day, the 28th, we're kind of looking for numbers for that date, right? We're trying to see what could be possible for the next day. And the 8 and 3 and 3 and 8 is actually the date number. Georgia, this is very important for you guys, okay? Again, certain states may use date sum numbers, and sometimes they can even switch within the state itself. But right now, let's look at that date number. Now, here's what I've noticed, okay? When you're looking at a particular date number coming up, especially the next day, I'm noticing the hottest pairs are right on top of those mirror numbers. This is what I'm talking about. Like the number 5-2 could be hot, okay? Also the number 0-7. Pay attention. Why are we paying attention to both of those parts of the rundown? Because what people don't understand is after a certain part, the rundown are just mirrored numbers. You see, it started at 692, but halfway down the rundown, it becomes a 147. This is another reason why you got to know what your mirror numbers are, okay? So we have here 8-3, we have the 5-2 that's on top, and we have the 3-8, it has a 0-7. Notice those numbers are just mirrors, okay? So there's a couple possibilities. Now, the third number I'm noticing could be one of the numbers on the top, okay? So that's literally 521 could be something, or 522. Now with the third number, be careful. They can always use other numbers, but pay attention to your states patterns. With the 07, 076, or maybe 077. Okay, and I'm going back to some older stuff that I used to use that I need to get back into, because you know sometimes stuff is sitting right under our noses but we don't know the connection to the numbers. So hopefully this will be an even better experience, especially if you're looking for specific date numbers. Okay, so what actually hit out of these four numbers? Okay, what actually hit? We had 067 that hit January 28th. What? It hit evening. But hold on, the 670 came back again that night, 670. So you guys had 2 hits off this one number. So notice how the hot pairs, you see the 07, 6, bam. Look at that. Now let's go back to when they hit. Let's go back. This 670 hit the date of 8. That was your connection. You understand? Some people like to use date sum numbers. Test it out. But sometimes using the date number itself could be so beneficial. This is so hot, so you guys pay attention. Now don't just leave. I have one more example. Okay, we've got to tie this all in. So you like this so far? Definitely give your girl a thumbs up. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and join the membership so you can get all your workouts and your prediction videos early when they first come out, okay? All right, let's go to one more. Yes, got another one. I like to show a couple of examples. All right, so we're looking at Cash Street, Georgia, January 28th, the 067. Now, again, I'm looking at this date. That date is so important. So I know that I'm working the date of 8. So my next date that I should be looking for should be the 29th, right? Okay, hold on. So let's say 129. I notice the left side are doubles. This time they're doubles. Remember last time they were mirrors? Okay, this time they're doubles. So I'm gonna highlight the 9 here, because I know that's the next day coming, and the 4s. Now, why are we doing 9s and 4s? It's just 9, right? Be careful, because they could come where they want to come at, okay? You have to make sure that you cover yourself. But there's one trick here. There's one trick. Sometimes you have to use the double in the hit as well. This is why I wanted to show this to you, okay? So we went through the last pattern, right? We were looking at our hottest pairs that were sitting on top of the double. Simple, right? So 6-8 and then 1-3, our mirrors. We got 6-8-7, 6-8-3. Those could be hot. Or 1-3-2 or 1-3-8. But be careful. This is where the trickaroo is. Sometimes the doubles may be some good runner-ups as well, okay? So don't just use the numbers on top. You may want to use the double or that date number itself. So 6-8-9 could be another possibility. 1-3-4. Okay, I wanted to share with you both. I hope you stayed on this long, because that's how the trickery is. A lot of people don't understand that those third digits, you know how people say, oh, I'm always one off, I'm always one off. The number, a lot of times they're right near each other, but we don't understand the connection to the number, okay? So sometimes the number that's coming will also include the date number, the number that we're looking for, right? Not just playing with, but actually can play in the number. So with these, guess what hit January 29th? Okay, 698, 698. So important things here. Where was that 698? Right here. And you could have caught it either way. Okay, you could have caught it either way. But we can go like this. That's fine. Either way, you can catch it. Bam. All right. And let's note again, the 9, that 9 actually played within it. They don't always do that, just like the last example, but I wanted to share both examples so you have a good idea of what you want to look for. Okay, well, I hope this was helpful. Let me know how you guys are doing with it, getting back to some of these older basic workouts. I really enjoy, and I hope that you enjoy too. Again, sometimes your state may be pulling a date sum number, or sometimes the date number could be beneficial. So I hope this helps you guys with your Pick 3 games. Again, make sure you hit that like, subscribe, and join our membership today. We'd love to have you guys. Have a good one and enjoy. See you in the next video.